find anybody that's ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey, there's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw, there's no one that can match me.
My name is Naseem the Dream. I'm a 15-year-old amateur boxer, giving my views and opinions on everything boxing related. I'm here to give you guys consistent, reliable, unbiased commentary. Boxing is my passion, slaying trolls is my hobby. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. So, really good news has now come out. According to Boxing News 24, Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castaño 2 will now be officially announced. It will be happening on May 14th. It's going to be a good one. The first fight was absolute war between two champions. Jermell Charlo, he holds the WBC belt, the WBA belt, and the IBF belt. Brian Castaño, he holds the WBO belt. It was an extremely entertaining fight. I definitely like watching it. I was rooting for Castaño to win because Jermell Charlo is simply a coon, a sellout. He disrespected his own people, called Deontay Wilder B, said that race doesn't matter. Well, if race didn't matter, then Jermell Charlo would be on the pound-for-pound list, considering he holds 3 of the belts in his division, is one of the most skilled fighters of this generation, but he's not. But to the fight, I thought that Jermell Charlo clearly lost his fight, not being biased. Brian Castaño, he was outworking Jermell Charlo, and I gave him 7 rounds, and I gave Jermell Charlo 5 rounds. Jermell Charlo was clearly struggling with the aggression of Brian Castaño. He kept trying to counter Brian Castaño off the back foot, which clearly wasn't working. When he was in the center of the ring and actually being aggressive in the ring, throwing combinations and using his jab, that's when he was actually having success. But even then, Brian Castaño was able to counter Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, he got hurt in the 3rd round by Brian Castaño. Brian Castaño also got hurt about 3 times throughout this fight. The reasons was Jermell Charlo was, too much off on the ropes. That's why he got caught. And the reason why Brian Castaño got caught was he was leaving himself extremely open to get hit with a counter shot by Jermell Charlo. Even though it took Jermell Charlo, 10th and 11th round to really hurt him badly. Brian Castaño, he did the smart thing. He moved off the back foot. He didn't stand in one place, let himself get battered like a lot of fighters do when they get hurt. So salute to him. I think that Jermell Charlo has a point to prove in the rematch. He's definitely gonna be trying to knock Brian Castaño out and be more aggressive. I think that Brian Castaño also has a point to prove, considering he felt like he got robbed throughout the fight, and I think he's gonna be coming there also try to knock Jermell Charlo out. I think this fight is gonna be more in the center of the ring. I think we're going to see certain points throughout the fight where we see Jermell Charlo push back to the ropes, but not as much as in the first fight. However, I think it's going to be Jermell Charlo being extremely aggressive, using combinations. We're going to see Brian Castaño slipping under him, going down to the body, throwing hidden combination shots. I think we're going to see truly back and forth exchange rounds. I think that Brian Castaño's defense is going to be better. He's going to stop leaving himself open. I think Jermell Charlo, he's going to, like I said, stop fighting off the back foot so much and use his jab. One thing that Brian Castaño was really good at, which I noticed was throughout the fight, was he was able to slip Jermell Charlo's jab. And that was also due to the fact that Jermell Charlo wasn't throwing enough. But still, I think he's going to be able to slip Jermell Charlo's jab and go down, hit him with a counter shot to the body, go to the side, hit him with the left hook and the right hook. I think that's what Jermell Charlo needs to be wary of. The fact that Brian Castaño has good defense and that he has enough power to actually hurt Jermell Charlo. And I think that Jermell Charlo is going to be hurt more than once in this fight and could possibly even drop both fighters, because while I think he's going to be fighting in the ring, you leave yourself to get exposed for more punches when you're being more aggressive. And I think that's when Brian Castaño is going to be able to capitalize. I think he's going to hurt Jermell Charlo a couple times throughout this fight. I think that Jermell Charlo is going to do the same. It's hard to pick a winner. I would say Jermell Charlo because I think he is a slightly more skilled fighter. But Brian Castaño definitely has a very, very high chance to win this fight. So I would give it a 55 to a 45 chance for Jermell Charlo and for Brian Castaño. I think that Jermell Charlo is going to win by a split decision in an extremely competitive fight. But I think that not Jermell Charlo, my mistake. Brian Castaño definitely has a chance to win. I'm definitely rooting for Castaño, though. I can't wait for this fight to happen, though. It's definitely going to be a good one. But to wrap this up, this is Naseem the Dream, rocking his head and his head to sleep. I'll chat with another one. Peace.